then we found tannery. You know tannery? Masbara. Tannery place, which
Oh, tannery, where
yes,
for the skins,
for,
for the leather
for the
making.
clothes. Yes, for clothes.
Oh, for clothes.
We discovered the tannery. It was in left side of the building, but we put the sand again upon the tannery until we finish from work here, and then we open it again. You see this Sierra Lake. It was hot spring, but some problems happened, and some waters from other places like government center. Okay, the water mixed with hot spring water became normal water, and became, as you see, a very huge lake. And all the famous restaurants in all the world, they will open here branches. Yes, but
tannery of 1,000 years ago.
And we found remain of red color and blue color and the yellow color. 3 color we discovered in this thing. Okay. Here you can see this is show us the decoration of the royal tombs in Valley of the Kings. You can imagine the colors which made from powder taken from precious and semi-precious stones. And this is the coffins, some made from wood gilded with gold, and some made from gold, and some made from silver. And it was sarcophagus, it was host the mummy which is displaying inside. Where all the tombs of 18th dynasty and 19th dynasty in Valley of the Kings. You can see the mummies of King Ramses II, one of the most famous pharaohs, and another mummy of King Sabry, and for King Merimbitah and Ahmes. All of their mummies you will see inside, and this is the ceiling of the tombs. Imagine from 3,400 years ago, they wrote religious spells. They decorate the ceiling of the tombs by stars, imitate sky. And also you will see Valley of the Kings now. Only after a few seconds they will change. This is inside the tombs. You can see that this is Gabr, symbol of eternity and long life. And this is the other live snake. If the person is good, there is good cat by knife cut the head of the snake. Why? Because I am good king. For that he will help me, because this snake always bothering my tour or my trip to paradise. This is Valley of the Kings, and the mountain which is the shape of pyramid. Okay, and you can see a lot of like roads. Okay, 64 tombs which we discovered in Valley of the Kings. And the discovering of the tombs, it was started from Roman era, by the way. During the Roman period, the Egyptian people who started to change their religion and they became a Christian. They escaped from Cairo, from Giza, from Alexandria, and they lived inside the temples in east side of Luxor and in west side of Luxor, inside the tombs. They live inside. Until now, if you enter the tomb of King Ramses number 4 or number 6, you will see some Christian monks represented as a seal upon the wall of the tombs. And the Bible, some chapters written from Bible upon the wall of the tombs. Even the tomb of King Ramses IV, it was used as an office by the French Egyptologist Champollion. His office it was inside. This is, as you see, the roots of Valley of the Kings, and you can see the tombs. In front of each entrance, you can find big sign tell you about the owner of this tomb and he is buried. And this is, as I said before, the decoration of or the scene which covers the wall of the kings. I want to ask you about something. In Valley of the Kings, it's big mountain. There is some tombs very deep, 114 meters depths, and some tombs shallow, for 18 meters only. Okay, from entrance until the burial chamber inside, right side wall, left side wall, ceiling decorated by ancient Egyptian gods. What kind of light help the artists to work inside? If they use candle, smoke,
Yeah,
well,
it's what
Mirrors,
dark.
mirrors,
mirrors.
mirrors.
That's mean ancient Egyptian people invented the mirror before Greek.
Yes, yes.
Because Greek, when they came to Egypt, they found the Egyptian used mirror. And they took the idea to make lighthouse, Fanar of Alexandria. Because in Alexandria there is big lighthouse, it was 138 meter high. And in the end there is 8 pillars and the big mirror. In front of the mirror, big jar contain fire. Okay, the mirror reflects the fire to the sea. According to the historians, they said from 50 mile you can see the light of
Yeah.
Alexandria lighthouse.
Wow.
Help the boats at night, especially at night. This is Eye of Horus, symbol of protection. And this is, you know, the boat of Gabr. Gabr has 12 boats up and 12 boats down. That means 24, refer to 24 hours. 12 hours this is day and 12 hours at night. From sunrise until sunset, 12 boats, 12 hours. And then from sunset until sunrise again, another 12 boats. You can see it in the ceiling of some tombs in Valley of the Kings. Yes. And this is the knife which used or invented by Egyptian for slaughtering. Over there, this is 2 pieces, one flint stone and the second one red granite for grinding grains. And the different size of knives, which discovered also in Nazlet Khater. And our professor yesterday invent small knife from flint stone like the top. Okay, River Nile is very important for Egypt. The river helped Egypt to build their civilization. River Nile also teach Egyptians to show him the ticket. River Nile teach Egyptians to learn how to work in agriculture, how to irrigate the land, how to harvest.
Wow.
And this is like model for one of the houses in ancient Egyptian time. Okay. That's mean Egyptian also invent stairs. Come and show you.
Better than water.
You see stairs. Okay. And the house is built by mud bricks. But the roof from wood taking from palm trees. Why palm tree? Because it's a very flexible kind of wood and it's cheap. Okay, and Egyptians started to invent tools. They will use it during the day in agriculture. Okay, all the tools which used by the farmers, ropes and the basket. But the baby will cry. We must make for them something to make them busy, okay, to let the father and the mother work. For that we invent for them tools. Okay, if you turn it, it will catch the eyes, toys, catches the eyes of the kids. And this is cycle, this is for harvest.
Sickle, yeah.
Yeah, sickle for harvest. And here, this is jars for also
I am
oil.
amazed with the quality of that, you know,
Yeah, this
because
is
I
it
used
from-
to have all rough and clay, you
This is 5,500 years ago. It's original.
Wow.
And this is silos. We keep inside the corn or wheat, and the top we bought from the top, and we take from down.
Yeah.
Because the old we take it first. How to cultivate the land, how to irrigate the land. We started to grinding grains. Okay, here the ladies grinding grains to make powder or flour, and then mix it with water and yeast, and after that make in the shape of bread and put it in this oven. Okay, and you can see the lady, she is waiting until the bread became good. This is very, very old bread. This
Bread?
is original
Oh my
The
bread.
actual ones. So that's from the tombs, right?
Yes, from the tombs.
Oh
yes.
my God.
And you know, this is the source of McDonald's sandwiches of McDonald's. Yes, Mac.
Yeah.
And you can see this is wheat, and here also wheat, original wheat. Okay, still inside. And we found in some tombs models for the farmers and workers, and also cooking place. Here during they make bread. Okay, and this is for ordinary people house. Also, we found inside one of the tombs which belong to architecture models for houses which he built it already. Okay, the oldest tower in history in all the world, tower, not Khalifa's tower. Okay, but it was in Egypt. We found inside the tomb of the architecture, you know,
Wow.
back and forth, the old tower.
So it's basically a prototype.
Yes. Yeah, this is home. Okay, 4 floors. And also there is small houses, 1 floor also only, or 2 floors. But this is very high tower, as you see. The architecture, he was clever. He makes the style of the pillars like papyrus or lotus flowers. And also he makes some houses, but for ordinary people, for poor people. This is the equipment which used by the architecture. Also, always the high priest, he always took care of the kids of the pharaoh. And one of the most famous architecture, his name is Amun-Hetep Sinbut and Amun-Hetep bin Khafre. She is a lady. This is the most famous amulets which invented by Egyptian. This is key of life. Okay, which they called it Ankh or Ankh. Refer to God Horus carry his mother Isis, and the Isis carry her husband Osiris. And this is referred to River Nile, which run from south until the oldest capital, Memphis, and this is delta of River Nile. And the refer to God Horus carry goddess Nut, goddess of the sky, and they carry God Ra, god of the sun. This is the sticks of the pharaoh. We called it crook and fleer. And Sphinx, it was a holy animal of God Ra. Okay, how many sphinxes you will see in Luxor, between Karnak and Luxor? 1,527 sphinx. 1,500
Now I will count.
27 sphinx. And you will see, I don't know if they finish it and put it or not. There is 7 sphinx. Okay, 5 for Queen Cleopatra, and 1 for Ptolemaeus, her husband, and 1 for Julius Caesar.
Oh.
That means 7 sphinxes. This is connected with Greek and Roman era. But the rest, which connected between Karnak Temple and the Luxor Temple, it's 3 kilometers. Avenue of Sphinx. And the feature of Sphinx there is human head and the animal body. Second Sphinx is ram's head and lion body. Okay, this is the most famous amulets. This is referred to Jed pillar, backbone of Osiris, backbone of God Osiris. And this is a stick of nobles or officials. Protection, symbol of protection for north and south. We can see vulture okay, which refer to south, and the cobra, which refer to north. And this is goddess, her name is Wadjet, which refer to snake or cobra, symbol of protection for north also. This is the holy cow, which refer to goddess Hathor. There is another goddess, her name is Mehet Wirit. Also, she is a symbol of motherhood. And there is two heads like this, one from wood and covered with gold, but in Luxor Museum, discovered inside the tomb of King Tut, and this one also.
So how come
Yes.
the cobra has wings? So what's the symbolism of that? It should be so both, meaning that it has the Horus and the cobra, right?
Horus, he is a god of protection.
Protection. Yes.
Okay, Horus has two wings, right?
Yes.
That's mean by his two wings, he protects north and south.
North and south. Yes.
Even cobra has two wings. Why two
Yeah,
wings?
two
Yeah, to
Capricorn.
protect also north and south. And sometimes you can see in two location only, you can see falcon not spread his wings, no, close it.
Close it. Yeah.
Why? This is referred to stability. Now I feel everything under control. In two places, one in Edfu temple and one in another shrine in Isna temple. Falcon or God Horus, he closed his two wings like that. Okay, but the winds, this is referred to the north and south, symbol of protection. Of scribes. His name is God Jehuti, and this is the holy bird of Jehuti, Abu Mangal. And in ancient Egyptian time, the material which is used for writing, paper which made from papyrus, stone, skin, animal skin, and the bones, and also wood. But the pen which is used, it's feathers. You can see displaying here. This is the feathers which used for writing. And big piece of turquoise. If we squeeze it, we get powder, and mix the powder with glue to paint any color. And you can see here palette. In this palette you can see red ink and black ink. And one of the scribes or chief of the scribes. It's a small piece from limestone, but it's unfinished. You can see zeroed by red ink, but there is some mistakes for that the teacher or high priest fix it with black ink. Yes. And it show us one of the scribe, he write, you see, he catch small feather and he writes.
Yeah.
Right side we can see here.
So this is where they should go and fix it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is here we can see the royal stamps. It's cylindrical style. This is royal stamps. It's ruling style, and this is written back to first and second dynasty.
So basically, it's not Chinese who invented the printing.
No,
It's Egyptians.
Egyptians, yes. Here, it's papyrus. Okay, original from 4,300 years ago. 4,300 years ago. This is its story, written by Egyptian sailor. His name is Sinohi. He said he was very angry from his boss. For that he left Egypt. He takes a boat. He went to Lebanon, and he mentioned all the things which faced him during his way to Lebanon. This is Snowy story, but not written on stone only. It was written also in big piece from limestone.
So it's basically like a journal, right?
Yes, yes. And here is a story also written here and here.
Interesting.
Belong to one of the queens, and her name written in cartouche, right and left, and you can see scarab with two wings. Scarab, symbol of luck, holding the solar disk or the symbol of Gabr. By the wing of scarab, he protects north and south. That's mean not cobra only. not vulture only, not Horus only, even scarab, symbol of luck. Give luck to north and south. For that, scarab has 2 wings. And inside this tent, which she covered with skin from cow. But you see, no, this 2 colors as a green cow, no green cow. Did you saw any green cow before? Or red cow? This is from 3,800 years ago. But Egyptians, they use colors to make the skin as you see. Which given from husband of the queen, he put it inside her tent. And some Egyptologists said this flowers is called acacia. Acacia flowers.
Baldaquin of Princess.
In interment, it was very important for ancient Egyptian. Husband, he must, sit with his wife, play together. In that time, it was there is very famous game. It's called Senate. Senate, it's royal game for ordinary people, for royal family. And the Senate, okay, it was always need 2 players play against each other. Now I can play alone with computer. No, but in ancient Egyptian time, this game need 2 persons. Here we can see husband and his wife play together Senate, and this is the source of the chess which you play it now. But you know who invented the chess which we use it now? Indian person. He takes the idea from ancient Egyptian game. And this is 2 chair. It's originally chair, okay, from wood and animal skin.
Wow.
4,200 years ago. You can see this is wooden coffin. Protect the mummy of one of the officials, and you can see he is holding the knot of Isis. Okay, and here goddess Ma'at protect his heart, and here got Anubis or Jackal, god of mummification, and the 2 female gods protect the mummy. And this is for one of the officials, and inside we found the mummy. Left side here also all the figures which we discovered inside his tomb. 2 masks, but not from gold, and some jars which they use it for drinking water. And until now in ancient Egyptian times they use it for water. Now also in Upper Egypt you can find the people drink water from a jar like that. And small jars, this is for the essence and for oil which they use it during their life. But you can see the details for the colors, even for the hieroglyphic inscription. And 1 line here from hieroglyphic, and here also. Each jar has lids. It's lid size,
lid,
it's
yeah.
fit lid. But we missing the lid of these jars. Here we have Sphinx. Sphinx is it's a Greek word. It means connect between human and the animal statue. And this Sphinx is made from black granite and returned back to 3,000. Sorry sir. And the statue of Sphinx returned back to New Kingdom, 18th dynasty, and we can see the cartouche of the king written here. Also we can note the cartouche of King Ramses. This is the name of King Ramses written here. This Sphinx does not belong to Ramses, but Ramses, he won't put his nose in everything. Okay, the Sphinx not belong to him, but okay, I put my name also. He put his name here. City, beside Kumumbu temple. This Sphinx is made from limestone and returned back to Ptolemy's era. That means Egyptian civilization is strong, obliged the Greek or Roman emperor to imitate Egyptian in everything, in clothes, in uniform, in crowns, even in Sphinx. Okay, this Also, you can see the face because this is recently we discovered it only from 1 year in Komombo temple. So it was discovered left side of the temple, which is dedicated to God Sobek.
Oh, you cannot mistake this one with anybody else.
Yeah, if you look to this statue, you can
Akhenaten.
notice something very strange. This is
Yes.
Akhenaten, yes. What is the strange point? You can notice it.
It's a hermaphrodite.
This is another thing. But first thing you can see it, lower butt it's like lady,
Right.
but the top this is man. Why?
That's
Amenhotep the Fourth. Amenhotep the Fourth. He was believing God Amun. Okay, and his wife Nefertiti. His kids Tutankhamun, Ankesina Amun. Okay, all of them believe in God Amun. But Nefertiti, really, she was behind the changing in Akhenaten's life, in Amenhotep's forces life. She convinced him by new religion, new cult. Instead of 1,500 male and female gods, no, we believe in one God, God Aton. Even their names changed. Instead of Amenhotep the Fourth, he became Akhenaten. Even his son Tutankhamun, he became Tutankhaten. Ankesina Amun became Ankesina Aten. They live in Tel El Amarna city. They left Luxor. They left everything belonged to Amun and they live in Elmenia. But mother of Akhenaten, Queen Tiye, she was a strong lady. She was mother-in-law of Queen Nefertiti. When she visits the royal palace of Nefertiti and Akhenaten, always you found some troubles that will happen. Okay, wife of Akhenaten Nefertiti, she became angry from the behavior of her mother-in-law. But last time she visits Elmenia, she was angry from her son. How you dare you? How you hear the voice of one lady and you change your father and the grandfather and our family's religion? How you hear her voice? She is bad lady. Don't obey her again. What happened to Nefertiti? She escaped from the palace. Until now, we don't know where is her tomb. In Elmenia, there is tomb. We called it the tomb number 25. السلام عليكم يا حازم. طيب ماشي يا حازم، اوكي. طب ما تقعد في الظل يا حازم، ما تقعدش في الشمس يا بابا. لا لا هتلاقي يعني خش حتى ورا الفسطاط كده العمارات. انا بقولك عشانك. ماشي يا حازم. حاضر. Hazim said to me, before you leave by 10 minutes, call me why the weather outside became very, very, very hot. Until I can turn air condition. I said to him, okay, Mr. Hazim.
Yeah.
Anyway, there is tomb number 25 in Elmenia. And in this tomb, we saw or we found some reliefs for Akhenaten and his wife Nefertiti and their kids. And some Egyptologists said she was buried in that tomb. And there is another tomb for I. Who is I? He was a high priest.
Yes.
And the tomb of King Tut, it was belonging to him. And Tutankhamun buried inside the tomb of I. He was grandson of King Tut. He was father of Queen Nefertiti. And his tomb in Elmenia, in Tel El Amarna. Some Egyptologists said his daughter, after she became angry and left the royal palace of Akhenaten, she left with her father. And after her death, she was very sad. He buried his daughter in his tomb.
But wasn't I the one who there is an idea that he killed Tutankhamun? or arranged his assassination?
There is conspiracy
theory around that.
It was happened, but why? King Tut, he was not strong enough. He was sick.
Yeah.
During his walking, he must use the sticks, you know, and his heart, it was not strong. If you look to his treasures, you will see King Tut sitting and hunting. His wife helped him, give him the arrow for hunting.
But was that not the trauma after he was trying to be like big conqueror and he fell off the
you know, King Tut,
horse?
18 years old only,
Yes.
He was a baby.
Yes.
He didn't learn from Akhenaten because the revolution which Akhenaten do it,
Yeah.
okay, makes the family confusing. How you is our father and to convince us by cult of Ammon. You must give gift for Ammon. You must go to any occasions to Ammon, and suddenly you said to me, no, leave Ammon and choose Atum. Make us confusing. King Tut, he was confusing.
So
and yes.
What was the time difference in terms of generations between Akhenaten and Ramses II?
Look, Akhenaten, after his death, Tutankhamun.
Yes.
After Tutankhamun,
Yes.
he is old. Okay, after Hur Muhib, he was an army leader.
Mm-hmm.
After Hur Muhib is dead, he was anointed Ramses I to be the army leader. After his death, who became the pharaoh? Ramses I, the
Okay.
founder of 19 dynasty.
Yes.
After Ramses I, Seti I.
Seti, yeah.
Seti, he is the father of Ramses II. After Seti, his son Ramses.
So the pyramids and were already built by that time.
Of
The
course, it
Khufu,
was
all
built, yeah,
that.
from
So in
1000
terms of the religious and historical perspective of the religious developments,
Yes,
the invention of monotheism
yeah,
and Aten, which then perhaps transliterated in the Hebrew in the Adonai,
Yeah.
Aten, Adonai, right, the God.
yeah.
How that might have been at the same time originating with the Hebrews being here in Egypt and being enslaved. So the whole idea of having the Mosesian kind of monotheism developed
Yeah.
at the Ramses the first, second, or somewhere maybe even before, perhaps will be bringing the time of the monotheism of Moses, right, to emerge not as the Mosesian, but
Yeah.
but the preceding sort of cultural and religious movement in Hebrews in Egypt way before
But,
Moses even came.
Yeah, we must know first Moses when he born.
Yes, exactly, when it was.
When
yeah,
he
yeah.
receives the religion from his cult.
Yes,
Who is the pharaoh at that time?
yeah,
Because Akhenaten, 18 dynasty.
much earlier.
Yes, but you know, they said Joseph as a prophet, he was lived during the period of Akhenaten. Joseph, one of Shu'aib's sons, he was a
Sons,
prophet.
yes, yeah.
And he came to Egypt during the period of Akhenaten, and he was lived in Egypt until the pharaoh saw dream and so on, so on.
And that's when he absorbed that
Yes,
monotheistic
that's mean
idea.
There is idea about one God from the period of Akhenaten. It was there is prophet Joseph,
Yeah,
but Egyptian called him Yusarsif.
Yusarsif, yeah.
But as a Moses, he came after that. Moses growing inside the palace of Ramses.
And how many centuries that was later from
You can say 5
from Joseph?
or yeah, from 4 century and a half or 5 century.
Yeah, between 4.5 and 5
Yes.
centuries.
Because only Akhenaten, Tut, Hormoheb, Ramses the
Ramses
first,
the first,
Seti the first, Ramses the
Ramses the
second.
second.
And then the Exodus, it was happened during the period of Merimbetah,
Narrated, yeah.
son of King Ramses. And there is evidence from Quran. In Holy Quran, our God said, and we destroying everything belonging to the pharaoh of Moses. Anything belonging to Merimbetah, destroyed it. You can see the temple in west side of Luxor. But for King Ramses, everything in good condition. Also, you can see the mummy of Merim Betah down. You will see. And look to the other mummies, it's the same color, but only the mummy, which the percent of salt very high, and it's reddish, the mummy of Merim Betah. And if you look to his right feet, you will see some choice eaten by fish from Red Sea. That's mean the Exodus, it was happened during the period of Merim Betah.
So they recovered his body then, right?
But the religion which believe in one God start from Joseph during Akhenaten.
Yes, that's what I was trying to connect. Yes, that's very important. Thank you.
And by the way, Akhenaten, all his statues, you know, it's one statue but female and the male parts. He said, my God, he is completed. He don't need Mot or Isis. No, he is one God. He is completed. For that, most of his statues like that. Even his kids, he said, only my God, he must be beautiful, handsome, not us as a human. If you look to the statues of his daughter, big head and very fat thigh and very fat legs. Only any relief for God Atud, you will see perfect. The rays and the key of life. It's perfect.
Interesting.
Their mummies. Some of the people, they can protect their mummies by wooden coffin, and the other by stone coffin. The others from gold, like King Tut. His treasures made from gold. 3 golden coffin, 111 kilogram gold. And his head, it was protected by golden mask, 18 kilogram gold. And now displaying in all the museum. But you can sit around 75% from the treasure we send it to Grand Egyptian Museum, which we will open it in the end of this year. Left side, this is one. She was not, you know, queen. She was not very rich. She was a wife of one of the workers. Okay, but he was loved. For that, he took care of her coffin, and he put flowers for her inside with the mummy. Okay? And she was holding the flowers of lotus flower. And prepare bedroom, everything. In ancient Egyptian time, yes, they make 365 servant statues. They called it U-Shabti. U-Shabti, it means the servant who will serve the person in other life. Here you can see some U-Shabtis as a servant. And this is the scarab of beetles. And always we put this amulet upon the heart of the mummy. Why? Until the judgment of this, he will say the truth. He counseling. And the boxes which contain the servant statues. And this is original chair. And you can see the colors. This is wooden chair. Use it to protect their kings or queens or their mummies, and this is a symbol of River Nile. You can see during the purification scene, we can see the water in the shape of key of life, and this is the jars which used for purification. Some jars made from silver and the other made from ceramic. Okay, this way. This is cosmetics, ladies section. You can see here, this is small boxes which they put inside it. Any colors the ladies want to use it. And this is comb for hair. And as you see, small box. And inside this box, the small jar which contain black powder. And yes, this is the eyeliner. Yeah, eyeliners. But you can see the piece number 6. Ending with finger. This is used during reading only. Okay? And Jewish people take the idea in their holy books to read the Torah. And you can see this is the ancient Egyptian mirror. If you polish it very well, you can see the face. And this is 2 cosmetics boxes. You can see different jars. different colors inside it. This is, which is a ladies, you can use it for makeup.
So what you're saying is that the Egyptians invented the smartphone stylus, right?
Yeah. Yes, really. Yeah, Android. Yeah. This is music tools. Flutes.
Look at
But
that.
you can notice Egyptian, their music steps only 6. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la. No C. C it was appeared in Greek and Roman era only. And this is the music tools. And you can see here music team. One play with harp and 2 ladies are singing. And one of the princess smell lotus flower. And in front of her there is one person. He is a singer. He is singing a song.
So these were the harps, huh?
Yes. The River Nile teach Egyptian everything. Okay, after they finish from harvest, collect wheat or corn, they need to put it in something. For that, they invent baskets. Baskets. This is to keep inside it wheat. Or,
Also from papyrus, right?
yeah, from papyrus, yes. And a small basket inside it, some jars, which they put inside it the oil of some seeds. The first doctor in all the world invent surgical tools, he was Imhotep.
Imhotep, yeah.
The first artificial parts operation in all the world, it was in Egypt. We discover in village is called Sheikh Abdel Gorna in Luxor from 22 years ago. Tomb for high priest. His daughter, she was very beautiful young girl, but from accident she was run with chariot, but she was fell down. Here, a toy broken. Okay, and it became, you know, we can't collect it. We need glue to fix it together. But the doctors in that time, they succeed to make artificial toy from wood, and they put it inside the bones until she can walk normal. Where is artificial part displayed?
Look at that. So it was mummified.
It's 2,600 years ago. You can see still the bones. You can see it.
Zijn versleten, want dat moet deze in de loop der eeuwen. Kijk, hij is met een
You can see
zeer
Imhotep, 234
Je
here.
weet dat heel grote stuk van uw gewicht wordt bestemd door je darm. Dat
These
is
are tools which used and invented by Imhotep. Yeah, this is you know, small teeth. And here you can see pregnant lady. The Egyptian people succeed to believe the baby is a boy or girl. No X-ray, no machine. But according to the food which the ladies eat during her pregnancy, you can see here how the ancient Egyptian ladies delivering their baby. Yeah, eating.
That's what I was telling. I was,
This is easy way.
it was a discussion with one of our friends. No, it was sitting. That's how
Yes.
like
Because this is the best and the easy way for delivering
it's
babies.
natural way.
Yes.
Yeah. She didn't believe me. Now she will.
The singer.
Giri это, да?
Yeah.
It's
Weights.
called
We
the
have
singer,
weights.
yes, for weights. And this is for weighting. Ancient Egyptian invent from 1 gram. This is some seeds show
did
us
they
weighting. Yeah?
know?
1 gram, 2 gram until 500 kilograms.
Tell me, how did they know the first one?
Yeah, this is like which is before
Yeah,
the egg
yeah,
or
and-
the chicken. Yeah. You know there is a different experiment before the start. The oldest clock, water clock. You see, this is we discovered it in High Priest tomb. Big maquette for place, specially for water clock. Okay, you can see here. It's alabaster jar. Inside it 12 points. From the top to the bottom 12 points. and we fill it water every day 2 times. And here there is one hole. Yes, through this hole the water drop by drop come down. When the water decrease from first point to the second, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, until the bottom half day, and then we fill it again. This is the oldest water.
Wow.
Water clock, yeah.
This is figures for different dates or different gods from gold, and one made from silver with gold, necklace from coral, and another you know, kids necklace. This is for kids necklace, supported by head of Horus and ring. Okay, and this is earring, and you can see this is its earring. True.
It's heavy.
Yes, it's heavy, yes, but it's a good gift.
And it has to be a big hole then.
Yeah. This is its earring,
But beautiful.
and this is its necklace from coral. Small bracelets. This is large collar from coral, and this is belt. Also gold.
And look at that
and
intricate character.
yeah, you see.
Yes,
Until here, that means it's flooding. Flooding period, that means no taxes. We can't growing, we can't make harvest. We didn't pay taxes. But here, this is the best level to pay taxes. Okay, that means we can irrigate the field, and after we collect the wheat or corn, we sell it and we pay taxes for the government. But if the water arrive until here, that means it's flooding, and you can see animal. The animal refer to dangerous. Okay, dangerous, the field is covered with water. But here it's dry period, low season for water. This is good season, this is bad season. Okay, this way.
Yeah.
This is mosaic discovered in Sabry area in Alexandria, and this is returned back to Roman era, 1800 years ago. It was to create one of the palaces which belonged to rich people. Okay, or one of the senators. You see the mosaic decorated by jars, one here, 4 jars. This is referred to god Dionysius, god of wine.
Dionysius.
Greek, yes, Dionysius. And here we will see, you know, one ox discovered in one temple. The temple in Egyptian Kharga Oasis. All the treasures, gold, necklace and the belt and bracelets and ear.
Esto es del romano.
Un castillo romano de los Asís.
The beginning of using wool in large scale in Islamic and the Coptic period, and also in Arabic period they started to make new coins from gold, from copper, and from silver. Behind me is this uniform belonging to one of the monks, and you can see his dress decorated by Christian pictures, and this dress made from linen, and his stick standing over there.
Very interesting.
This is always inside the Christian churches. You can find a chair like this for the Holy Bible, and there is a special place we keep inside Bible. Okay, and we open it in a holy day like Sunday, and you see this is the Bible written by Arabic and Greek. Okay, but when I read as a high monk, okay, I want to turn the page. Okay, instead of put my finger in my mouth, no, here in this small box, which as you see it's a lion and a small cow, we put here oil with essence. I put my finger here, okay, to turn the page until the smelling always it will be good. They started to add letters, okay, or Arabic words to decorate the textile. Even the coins, they started to put the sign of Islam. No God except for one God. And this is female textile. Also, you can see here some coins written back to the beginning of Arabic period, and all the army leaders, everyone he put his rank, okay, as a symbol of his clothes.
Okay.
Okay, this is the rank of the majors or captains. Last case you can see two books, but from the decoration.
Torah.
Yeah, this is for Torah, yes. Two books from wood, and they made the decoration from silver, okay. And you can see the crown which refer to David.
Yeah.
Okay, we found inside the two books this two pieces of skin. What's written upon these pieces? Torah by Hebrew language. You can see this is Torah text and written also over there. And two books as a translation for the texts which written.
Interesting. How old is these ones?
This is 1,000 years old.
What?
Over there is some niches. The niches always inside the old monasteries or old churches, and some we discovered it in Saqqara. But you can see there is connect between lotus flowers and the cross, which refer to Christianity. Lotus
It looks like a Georgian cross actually, because
yeah, for
and the Georgian cross is like Jerusalem cross.
yes.
There are also 3 or 4 crosses in each of the quadrants.
Yeah, and also this is same lotus flower, because lotus flower same Father, Son, and
the Holy Spirit.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's same. But on the other side you can see Virgin Mary.
Interesting.
Virgin Mary here, and she is feeding her baby Jesus. Okay, this is also from one of the monasteries. This is lamps which they use it inside the church with crown. This is a silver crown, but Roman era. Okay, Roman era, and decorated by precious and semi-precious stone. Here, this is big piece we discovered in one of the monasteries. We can see Jesus and the disciples, right and left. And Islamic time, most of the mosque houses they make lamp. We called it mishkan, but we decorated by flowers and some words from Holy Quran. This is big candle. Always we put it inside the royal palace or something connected with the government. This is for washing the hands. Okay, you are as a rich people. If you invite some friends for eating lunch or dinner, after they finish, they must go to toilet to wash their hand. No, you are very rich. There is servant. They will brought the water until your guests, and they will give them water to wash their hands. This is the toilet. Always we found it inside the mosque, and they made from wood inlaid by ivory. This is two books for also Holy Quran.
Here's the big one.
Big one. This is we discovered inside the Mosque of Ibn Tulun. This is Astronomer for astronomers. There is big building is called Kaaba. The cover of Kaaba, it was made here in Egypt, and we send it every year before pilgrimage. And we put inside this mahmal, inside we put the Kaaba casing or casing of Kaaba. And also this mahmal used for briding. In Bedouin or in some village, after the lady married, she go to her groom's house inside this mahmal. And here you can see cover for Kaaba, which is sent from Egypt to Mecca. The key of Kaaba.
Yeah.
It was either Yasser.
You can see two keys of Kaaba and two back.
Are these the original ones?
Original, yes. This is the first one here, and the second one over there. Two keys of Kaaba.
Here, two keys of Kaaba.
Behind you, this is the Nubian house. The almost Nubian people. As a Bedouin, as a Nubian, as a farmer, as a Delta ladies, and you can see each one and their uniform and their necklace. Okay, but most of the Bedouins, they like silver. Silver, she wear very heavy necklace from silver, and you can see anklets and rings from silver, necklace from gold. And you can see the Bedouin ladies who live in desert, always you found they wearing something to cover their nose and their mouth. Why? To protect themselves from sandstorm. But you know, there is some Muslims, they took the idea and they said all the ladies they must use same uniform. But this is not connected with Islam. This is the source, it was
Just
from Bedouin's life.
From the
Yes.
weather condition. And
Yes.
they like
Yes, they do like this kind of outfit. I love that kind of style. Like here, like this. You can see very clear. Come closer here. Look at this. And the whole piece. And it's clear on the temple.
That's